so Paul, Bates, and Daisy here on another Wisdom Wednesday. And today we're going to talk trawlers because it's my favorite subject. And today, if you're in the market for buying a trawler, I got a little bit of wisdom. I bought a couple of them, so I know a little bit about what I'm looking at. And I really want to talk about that today. So yesterday you saw me, I listed a 1987 Marine Trader trawler. And I really like that boat. I wish I could make an offer right now on it. I can't because my house isn't sold. And the money that I sell the house with is the money that we will be using for the boat. So I can't do anything until that's done. Anyway, so a couple things you want to have to know about when you're looking at these old trawlers. When you start looking at 20-year-old boats, 30-year-old boats, 40-year-old boats, what's the fiberglass? What's the condition? And you want to do a marine survey. You don't want to mess with that. You want to know the moisture, not necessarily the moisture in the hull below the water line, but above that water line. You really want to know how the boat was taken care of. And there's a lot of things you can do. You can go in and, in that core, the laminate between the core and the surface of the boat that's what you really got to pay attention to. And if you start seeing these, bubbles or the soft spots, that's where moisture has gotten inside the fiberglass, and it's broken down, and the moisture's between the core and the glass, and so you got to be careful for that, because that all has to come out. You have to replace all of that with epoxies and resins. It's not horribly hard to do. And then you got to be careful with the fuel tanks. These old trawlers here, they got the old metal tanks. The metal tanks are good for, let's say, 20 years. That's what they say their life is expectancy on a metal fuel tank in a trawler. And that's one that's been pretty well taken care of. If it hasn't been taken care of properly, it could be less. It could be 10 years. It could be 15 years. So you got to be careful with that. You got to know what you're looking at. And you really should have a surveyor look at that for you. And you can do an in-the-water survey. So if you're buying a boat and you're doing it for sale by owner, you can do an in-the-water survey, and then you can hire a broker to do some of the paperwork for you. And typically, $500 to $1,000, they'll do the paperwork for you. And you want them. You want to do that. I've learned the hard way that that's something you need to do. So anyway, there's a bunch of things to consider when you're buying one of these older boats, and that's what I can afford, so I've got to do it. And me personally, I'm not afraid, of doing a little bit of work on the boat. Even if I found the right boat at the right price, I'm not even afraid to change the fuel tanks in it, because A, I know somebody that could build my fuel tanks, folded metal if I had to, and then I know somebody that I personally could cut the old tanks out and do any fiberglass repairs or anything. I did it. When I built my shrimp boat, we bought the Lafitte hull, and it was a guy was using it as a ski boat to pull his grandkids around. And so then when I bought it, the first thing we did is we took it to New Orleans and we had all the rigging put on it. But then me and my wife got it back to the house, and then we built this entire cabin. So we learned a lot. We put the core in. I did all the fiberglass work around it and put the final gel coat on it and everything, and it was very, very cool. You can even see Tesoro here. This is my last trawler that I have. It was a 1978 CHB 34-foot trawler, and it was all hand painted. So when you're looking at these old boats, it's how did they take care of the fiberglass? If it was waxed, because all of that stuff matters. The this UV will break down those exterior paints, and once that happens and moisture gets through those barriers and into the fiberglass, and then it'll separate the fiberglass and the resins, and that's what you really want to be looking for and paying attention to. A really well-maintained boat, like I believe, now I haven't seen the boat, so I couldn't, me personally, I couldn't talk from actually walking on the boat, but this 87 boat here, you can just kind of look in your engine compartments here, and you can see just a nice clean bilge in it, and a well taken care of engine room. That's a good start that the boat's been well taken care of and things are in pretty good shape. So I'm going to find some more boats to list because I think that was fun and I enjoyed it. And somebody's going to get a great deal on that boat because I think it's right now he's got it listed below market. But we'll see. You know, we're in a complicated time and things are really, really weird right now. So there's not a lot of people spending money on boats, but there's some people like me right now that's, you know, you just got to go for it. And you got to do what you got to do. So anyway, Paul and Daisy, we love you guys. Peace out. Be good or be good at it. And we will be, I'll post a couple, see if I can find another boat to post this week and then possibly, you know, do a couple of them a week. Because it was fun. I enjoyed doing it for the people and it helped them. And it helps me because I can get views from it. Anyway, love you guys. Be good or be good at it. Talk to you later. Bye.